right now I do a blog and I do a podcast, but I'm interested in probably blogging as well, which is the video blog. When you're doing the RSS feeds, where should you put those feeds, like in a sense, to attract more people?
I'll answer that. I feel like I'm monopolizing the conversation. So what you're asking is, for those of you in the back, he asked, where do you put your feeds from your blog and your podcast, or just your blog?
Both.
Okay. Well, there's Podcast Alley that you can submit your feed to for your podcast. There's, please forgive me and follow up with me on this because I don't have everything memorized, but there's Blog Talk Radio. And there's also, for your RSS feeds, what you should do is, and it's a long URL, but Yahoo and Google both give you places to submit just your RSS feeds. Not to mention the fact that you should go to AIDE RSS, it's AIDE RSS.com. AIDERSS.com is a place to submit your feed, but it's also a blogging analyzer. Don't forget about the social bookmarks too. You can list your site in Technorati, which is a blogging search engine, and you can also list it in Dig, Delicious, and Stumble Upon. Yes. So blog catalog, and as I said, I could probably send out an email with about a ton of links.
What's an RSS?
Do you want me to answer that? What's an RSS? RSS stands for Real Simple Syndication. So every time you actually post on your blog, if someone is put you in their feed reader, it lets them know that you've put a new post up.
We have time for 2 more questions. Yes.
Hi, I have a question. The name I've chosen for my website, I reserved, is very close to changing one letter to a porn site website. I don't know if this is beneficial or not. It's completely different what I'm trying to do, but still goes. Mine is Carl's Choice, and that one is Carla's Choice. And Carla's Choice is much more varied than mine.
So are you asking us if we think you should change the name of your website?
Just know what the implications are. I think I'm pretty much going to stay with my name. I just don't know what benefits to mention that or not mention that. It's going to happen, so it's going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, it's a known fact that, there's Yahoo, there's, if you leave an O out of Google, it goes someplace else. That is going to happen. One of the things that you may want to do is go back to what I gave you for search engine optimization and think about what is your website about and the keywords. So you could actually maybe find a domain name that has keywords in it as well to help with the traffic. So I hope that helps.
Okay, someone that hasn't asked, all the way in the back. Yeah.
Okay. So I actually have a question. I'm sorry, I can't remember your name.
Eleanor?
Yes. The initiative that I work on, we have a website. We're on Facebook, Twitter, and a bunch of other social networking sites. And we also established a blog, and I post about once a week. And I'm just wondering. I mean, the link to my blog is on all the other social networking sites, but I'm wondering if there are any other suggestions that you have to promote the blog to get more followers.
To promote the blog.
To promote the blog to get more people to read it and to follow it.
Well, I think I might answer it a little bit of a way you didn't expect me to answer, which is promoting things in person. What's your company?
It's an initiative called Clean Air New York, and we work to improve the air quality in the New York area. And we go to, we have a table downstairs, so we go to events like this all the time, and
Right.
I try to talk to the public when I'm interfacing with them, but sometimes it's difficult because you have a 2-minute conversation
Right.
and you have all these other things to try and.
Right. When you're also sending email, in your putting it in your signature. I was going to suggest that. I can't really think of any other Yeah, do you have any other suggestions?
One of the things that I would do is I would look at other bloggers that are in your community and ask them if they'd be interested in obviously doing a link exchange. Also, maybe you, because did you say you're a nonprofit?
Yeah.
That's a benefit that works in your favor. So you might want to ask them if they might be interested in you being a guest blogger. That's a great way to get. And also, don't forget about email marketing, meaning that you could be in someone else's email. So look at those people who are sending out email newsletters, and maybe, and this goes for all of you, you could put your blog in there and get them to come that way. If you guys, a lot of nonprofits and a lot of businesses also have Facebook pages. Don't forget about the integration that you can do. You can actually integrate your blog post into your Facebook page to let people know about it as well.
We do that
Good.
as well.
Just one, okay.
I just wanted to talk on that. Creative Times actually started in '99 as a newsletter. And when it became a blog, people who don't follow blogs would say to me, well, what happened to your newsletter? And I actually figured out that way that I need to keep a newsletter going at the same time that I have my blog, because there's always people who love to get something that comes straight into their inbox. It feels a little bit more personal. So having a newsletter and a blog, I think, is the way to go.
Okay, just one more question right here.
Yeah, pretty much to help her out, I was just going to say she may also want to do some article marketing. There are like tons of article marketing sites that she can head up, and on different topics on the environment that people will look up and kind of redirect them back to her website. So that's also another way you can kind of get people to get some traffic on.
Could you all hear his suggestion? Another way to promote your business as well as your blog is actually writing articles and contributing to other online websites or e-zines that publish articles on the subject that you are in business.
Yeah, one of them is howto.com. You can go there and write how-tos. And don't forget that also lends itself to search engine optimization because you're building links back to your website.
Oh, I have one more answer to that question. There's a service called Outside In. It's outside.in. And if you go to their site and you register with them, you can do something on your blog entries called geotagging. So if you're writing an article that's specific to either a neighborhood, a restaurant, or even a zip code, every time I tag my blog entries, that's basically where you write words that say what that tag is about. Every time I enter my zip code, what happens is Outside in turn sends emails back out to people on their list. And so let's say you're writing an article about recycled clothing at Bloomingdale's, then all of the articles that are about recycled clothing, including yours, will show up on Outside In. So just remember outside.in and try to label your tags with either a zip code or some other specific location.
Okay, great. We have an attendance passing around, so if you could, when you are done, give it to me. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys.